Hi there, good afternoon, everybody. I want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I host the channel. So, this episode, we are back with next week. This is number 13, March the 24th. March the 28th through April the 4th. Sorry, didn't have my glasses and don't feel like pulling them out just yet. Anyways, we have 11 regular channel shows this week, including the monthly new albums released show, which comes out, of course, monthly, last day of the month, usually, if all possible. That's when I try to do it. And then we have the last few episodes of the monthly series that I'm running for March, which is my 31 favorite live albums. We'll be starting a new series in April, starting April the 1st. That series is the monthly series of April, of course, which is my 31 favorite spring albums. So these are albums that came out in the springtime. I'm going to try to stick with the regular or the known spring dates, which start March the 20th and I believe go till either June the 20th or 21st. So I'm going to stick with the albums that fall within that period as my favorite 31 spring albums. And that series will start, of course, on Tuesday. I think Tuesday is Tuesday. No, it's actually Wednesday. Wednesday is the first day of the month. And so we'll be starting then. We have, so that series will run for the entire month of April. Sorry, I almost said March again. April. And also this week, we are going to be doing the Who ranking. So I've been promising that for the month. I've been re-listening to all the Who albums and remembering how great they truly are. So anyways, we are going to first talk about the channel shows for the week. So we have the 2 live streams on Sunday tomorrow. Sunday at 9 a.m., which will be the Sunday morning breakfast live video, which this week we're going to be doing hard rock bands. Probably going to cover about maybe 12 to 15 bands in there if we can. It won't be like an in-depth cover of every one of their albums. We'll just be talking about the band in general and some of the albums that I think are notable for that particular band. So that will come out Sunday at 9 a.m. the way it always does, about an hour after the series video. Next up is the live stream Into the Progverse, which comes up Sunday night at 8, and will feature my IQ collection. This band, this is probably my favorite IQ album. I'm not 100% sure of that yet. I will be doing a ranking of these guys at some point, but this album is definitely right near the top. And this band is probably the best band I've discovered since I've been on this channel that I never heard of before the channel started. This was one given to me by Ben, and I like them quite a bit. So that will be the live stream Into the Progverse Sunday at 8 p.m. Next up is Monday night's look back at a classic rock album. I've chosen this one, which has been in my playlist for about almost 5 months now. Wobblers' Afterglow. This is their second studio album, and really good. This is a really solid album. Definitely going to be in contention when I do the Wobbler ranking for the top album, but we're going to be doing that this week for a look back at a classic rock album. This album came out in 2009, so it just qualifies. Got about 16, 17 years behind it, so I think it deserves to be mentioned here, and we will be doing that one on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. On Monday at 8 o'clock in the Monday night look back at a classic rock album. So the next show up is the new albums purchased. I've got like 10 so far, possibly another one today, possibly. Not sure if I'm going to go there or not. Probably won't, so we will have 10 for sure albums to discuss. About half of them I think are new, so we'll be unwrapping them as well. Next up is, and of course that will be out on noon on Tuesday. I try to do these monthly ones in the afternoon so that I get a chance to do them. Usually I do them the night before and then release them in the afternoon that day. Next up is the mini-series, the last one that me and Ben will be doing. It's called Album Runs. So this series is now going to go to 9 episodes, which will coincide with the last episode of Who Did It Better. Both of these will be Ben's final episodes. He's given me 2 bands to do this week, of course, because that's the way it works. So this is album runs, who did it better type of thing. Who has the better album run is, I guess, the way to put it. The 2 bands that he's brought up, you knew this was coming, the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. Who had the better album run? This will be a bone of contention with many people because many people love the Beatles, as equally amount of people, I think, love the Led Zeppelin. So he hasn't given me the exact album run or how many we'll be doing yet because he's away, but when he comes back, I'll get him. So I'll have him by Tuesday when I do it, and we'll be talking about the album runs from those 2 bands and which one I prefer. I don't really know where this is going. I guess it depends on where he starts the album run, but I won't think about it until I get to that. I want to be as unbiased as I can. And that will be Tuesday at 8 p.m. On the miniseries Album Runs. So next up, favorites. Finally going to get to the Who ranking. 1st of April, April Fool. Anyways, I just picked this one off of my thing. I didn't want to upset the apple cart. I have all of the Who albums out by the stereo. I want to keep them there in the order that I'm going through them again for the final time. Make sure there's no last minute adjustments. But I pretty much know how this is going to go now, although it's not easy. This is not going to be an easy ranking from one of my favorite bands with lots of attitude and very good live. So the Who ranking of their studio albums, which will come out Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Favorites. Next up is the new Prog albums. Now, the album I was supposed to do last Thursday, but I got in way too late and just it wasn't going to be able to be done. I wouldn't have been able to listen to the album. I would have been too tired. So we will do that album this week instead, which is Keys, Infinity, Parabellum. I think it's a good album, so it should be an interesting new Prog albums released album. So that will come out Thursday at 8 p.m. Friday is Who Did It Better. Ben has yet to give me those 2, but I'm assuming there are tons of this kind of stuff out there. He will pick some good ones for this one, and we will do it on Friday at 8, so we still have a few days before that happens. Next up is Saturdays. So on this Saturday, we will be doing Next Week, which is the show we're doing right now, and that will be at noon on Saturday. Sorry, I drew a blank there for a second what I was talking about. So next week's episode number 14 at noon on Saturday. The next one up is a mini series. So we did the last mini series is on Thursday. I just found that that was not a good day to release the series that I was running, which was they got it started. We did 7 episodes on the Thursday. This week we're going to be doing this particular series. We're going to be doing 8 episodes. This is called the British Invasion. This will be the second series in the list of series. This will be from 8 bands actually from the 1960s. We're calling it the British Invasion, but they won't all be British. I will guarantee you of that. And we'll be talking about 8 bands that I think were highly influential in the 60s. To narrow it down to 8 bands was difficult. That's why I made it 8 bands. Originally, I wanted to do a 6-band, but there's just too many of them, so I had to add a couple. But if I added all I wanted, it'd be around 14 episodes, and I don't really want to do that many. So 8 will be the number, and we will start the first episode at 4 p.m. on Saturday, and that will feature the Rolling Stones. Definitely one of the British Invasion big bands. And these episodes are not going to be in any particular order. Like, I'm not ranking these bands. This is not a ranking series. It's just a series about the bands I think were highly influential in the 60s. And I'm not saying that they were the only bands highly influential in the 60s. These are just the bands that I happen to pick. Mostly for a couple of reasons. I've picked them because I'm familiar with them, I like them, and I think they're highly influential. There's no point doing some band that's highly influential that you know nothing about. Can't really say much about that. So So that's what we're going to be doing. There'll be 8 episodes in total, and we're going to start with the Rolling Stones. That will come out Saturday at 4. All the episodes will be at 4 o'clock on Saturday. Next up, we have the last episode of the channel shows for the week, which is What's New. We're going to be doing a band called Wicked Leather, and their album is Season of the Witch. This is not to be confused with Wicked Lester, which was the original band of Paul Stanley from Kiss. I believe him and Gene Simmons both in that band coming out, but we're not doing that. We're doing a new album. So this is What's New, Wicked Leather, Season of the Witch, Saturday at 8. And then, so that's it for the regular channel shows. We will also be doing the monthly series, finishing off last month's series in March with the final episodes of my 31 favorite live albums. That will continue till the end of the month. And then the new month series will be for the month of April, my 31 favorite spring albums, which I've already said will be albums that came out between March 20th and June 20th or 21st, whichever day happens to be the last day of March. The last day of spring. So hopefully you'll all enjoy that series. That will start, of course, on April the 1st and continue to the end of April. So actually, I wrote 31, but there's actually only 30 days in April. I'm not sure why I did that, but I did. So other than that, next month we have a couple of, actually for the beginning of May, I will do another ranking, and that will be of the Marillion albums that Fish was on. So the first 4 studio albums by Fish, will be ranking that. Some people will want me to rank the other Marillion albums in with them, but there's no point since I don't like them and I don't follow them. And that might change at some point in the future, but as it is right now, I have 3 of their albums. I never listened to any of them, and I don't really care for any of them. So I'm only going to do the ones that I'll just do the Fish era ones, and there's 4 of them, so we'll be ranking the 4 of them, and that will be probably at the beginning of May. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I hope that you will find something that's enjoyable to you on the channel this week, and we will see you all throughout the week. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments, please do that in the comment section below. If you want to talk about any of the episodes, you can, or just add any information that you want to add. And we will see you all throughout the week. Take care. Have yourself a good day, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.